on Iwtv News.
He has a heart of gold, and so does his team. Landon story. Food for thought times 2. A tale of 2 eats. Full court press, tipping off a new season. The men and women, a special preview. And campus colors of the fall, Reaver Country, in pictures.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching Iwtv News.
Hello and welcome to Iwtv News. I'm JJ Davis. Now, our first story touches my heart. It's about a local guy and a bunch of guys from all over. He's special, and so are they. He's the leader of the pack. Landon's his name. Energy is his game. He loves everyone just the same. 19-year-old Landon Marshall, a recent graduate from Lewis Central, is a manager for the Iowa Western football team.
I know he likes sports. I know he's involved in Lewis Central basketball, and so I thought it would be a good time to ask him to see if he wanted to come and help us out. So he was really excited about it.
Excited? An understatement.
Face mask. Face mask.
Born with Down syndrome, Landon's been a gift since day one.
My first thing that I said to Ron when we found out Landon had Downs is I said, I wanted to give you the perfect son, and he said, you did. We have an amazing son that has taught us more than we would have ever learned from anywhere else.
You put him in the washer? In the washer.
Love. Landon meets no stranger. No matter who you are, where you're from, white, black, doesn't matter. He'll greet you with a smile, a high five, or a hug.
Ice make it better? Yes.
The guys opened up right away, you know, with him, and the best thing was just that how he's responded to the guys and how the guys respond to him.
Just the fact that we know he really cares and he really loves us, you know, and we love him as well. He likes to try to show off his mojo every now and then. Some days he be out there on the field, he be doing squat thrusts, push-ups, anything. Like, he always working out.
Jumping jacks and push-ups and squats.
I hear you can do a lot.
You can 1,000 squats.
You can do 1,000 squats. Really?
Really.
People feel sometimes uncomfortable, you know, and then you see Landon and Emily, my daughter, and just how they just love everybody. And no matter who they are, where they're from, it doesn't matter.
Ready! Okay. 4, 3.
Honestly, I would say Landon is the heart of this team. He breaks us down every day. When he's not around, I get 30 players asking, where's Landon at today? And I think that in itself speaks volumes to his presence here.
So, coach.
Okay.
You doing okay?
So one of the greatest gifts that Coach Strohmeyer could have given us is to say, I want that kid and I want him to be with my team. And that was one of the most amazing gifts he could have given us. And we were just saying for Christmas, guess what? It's going to be a reverse Christmas because, you know, I have spent more time in the bookstore buying things because that is a tie that binds.
It's a tie that binds a team and a manager together. It's a relationship that's been special since day one. Landon Marshall and the Iowa Western football team, all heart.
Iowa Western! Go!
All right, so what's next for Landon and his Reavers? Of course, the third-ranked team in the nation just enjoyed its second bye of the season. And up next, the final countdown. Iowa Western closes out the regular season with 2 of its last 3 at home, starting with Fort Scott. And then on the road one final time at dreaded Butler. And finally closing things out with top 20 Highland at Titan Stadium. The two teams ahead of Big Blue in the rankings, still unbeaten. So this thing is going to go down to the final weekend. Keep your fingers crossed. Fall cleanup on campus. And guess who gets to do the deed? Food for a good cause, in more ways than one, when we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is Iwtv News.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to savethefood.com.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That'd be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
You can't give enough these days. People are always in need. And Reaver Country, it seems, is always doing its part. And the latest example, how about a pantry full of goods? And the do-gooders get some goodies. Here's Iwtv student Kaylee Kleineff.
Iowa Western students and faculty donate items for Rocky's Emergency Pantry. Those who give can purchase Reaver gear from the college store at a discount price.
So we heard that the pantry on campus, the Rocky's Emergency Pantry, was in need of additional items with the holidays and winter coming. They need to add additional items to their pantry to make them available for the students. We wanted to see if there's anything we could do to help out with that. So we thought by giving a discount to students or faculty or staff who come over who donate an item, they'll then get a discount so that we can help get more items for them.
People donate anything. Clothes, food, toothpaste, and more. One donation is worth 5% off, 4 items, 40% off.
I think it's a great cost and a great donation that they came up with because, you know, sometimes we all need help, and it's a good thing that Iowa Western is allowing, you know, customers to bring in something that they can also offer students if they are ever in need of something.
Although Rocky's Pantry is in a very hidden place, it serves a lot of value.
The benefit would be that students who identify a need for food or their family needs food, and or maybe they're just struggling financially. A lot of times students who are in some kind of financial crisis are also in a food crisis, so it's right here and very accessible. And I kind of like to say we're in the middle kind of campus, so you know, students can use it at any time. It's free. A lot of microwavable stuff, a lot of you know, pastas and toiletries. I think knowing that, you know, this campus provides resources and wants the students to be hooked up with resources, not just on campus but off campus. I think that was part of why, you know, I chose this position.
With the holidays right around the corner, Iowa Western looks out for its students. Give thanks to your community and it will give back. For more information about how you can get involved for donations or if you need some extra help, visit Rocky's Pantry in Ashley Hall, room A174, or email htangeman@iwcc.edu. For your IWTV News, I'm Keely Kleineff.
Thanks, Kaylee. Now, how about some more food? I can smell this next story now, and it smells really good. Here's IWTV student Tapiwa Muchegwa.
Iowa Western's vet tech students had a bake sale to raise money for some traveling expenses.
Just trying to raise some money so that we can hopefully pay for our hotel rooms and stuff for going to IVMA, which is where we can kind of learn about different type of things in the vet tech field.
Hannah Reyes, one of the brains behind the sale, tells us what she hopes the sale achieves.
It's actually never been really done before. In previous years, it's been kind of hard for the program to kind of put something together like this, and with the help of my co-partner, she actually came up with the idea, and so we were able to actually put this together because she's super awesome.
The students had the sale for about 3 hours, and they plan on having events similar to this to raise more money. With your IWCC News, I'm Tapiwa Muchegwa.
Thanks, Tapiwa. Now, from food power to brain power, our resident brainiacs from PTK honor the best and the brightest. It's that time of year again. Here's IWTV student Jesse Hauser.
Select students from Iowa Western are inducted into the prestigious Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society.
Phi Theta Kappa is the International Honor Society of two-year colleges. It's the only honor society recognized for two-year colleges.
The ceremony starts with speeches.
This is in itself an amazing accomplishment, so good job to all of you.
And continues with the lighting of a candle. It symbolizes a new chapter in the student's life.
This event is to recognize the new inductees into our chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. Anyone who is eligible should seriously consider joining Phi Theta Kappa. It's a lifetime membership and the benefits are never taken away.
The benefits of joining Phi Theta Kappa are limitless, from scholarships to higher wages. It's more than worth it to join. For IWTV, I'm Jesse Hauser.
Fall has arrived in Weaver Country, a reminder of just how beautiful it can be. But up next, Fast Break Hoops previews after the break.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I had something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So we were walking to school.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really want
smart.
cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Say what? Cleanup day on campus? All right, only who's doing the cleanup? Of course, it's everybody's job to keep Iowa Western spick and span. But on this particular day, the college gets some special treatment by some very special people. Here's Iwtv student Larissa Lambertson.
Athletes and coaches at Iowa Western spend their afternoon making the campus look as good as their scoreboards and dance routines.
It's important to pick up trash around campus because it actually shows that we care about where we're living and the places around us, and it brings us closer together as one big thing between athletics and housing and just bringing residents and athletes together.
It's where we live, it's where we go to school, and we want everyone to be a part of that community, so getting involved and helping out in any way, shape, or form. Doing something as small as picking up a candy wrapper that you walk by makes a huge impact to the whole community, and being a part of that community makes a huge difference.
Iowa Western students bond over trash.
I love the fact that we can get out and do something besides our sport. When we're doing something besides running around the track or dribbling the basketball, we're doing life activities. We're together. We're not talking about practice or class, or we're learning about each other. And I think that stuff is what really builds the family atmosphere that we want.
If it's easy to just drop trash on the ground, then it's easy to pick it right back up. With your Iowa Western News, I'm Larissa Lambertson.
Thanks, Larissa. Now let's bounce back indoors. The basketball season is here. What's the word from Reva Arena? With our first jump hook look at the Iowa Western men, here's Iwtv student Brian Tesmer.
The Iowa Western men's basketball team set to take on the 2018-19 season with a new team.
We're new. I don't know if we're really young. It's interesting. We've only got two guys back that kind of know our system and how we do things and the way we approach day in and day out.
I like the team. We have more younger guys, but I know we're nice on this. We're gonna be good. We bring it together, and everybody comes with energy every day, and that's very much encouraging. And I think we're gonna do good this year.
Very competitive. We compete each and every day. Guys at each position trying to make each other better, and to be a high-level team, that's what you have to do.
The Big Blue trying to roll off last season's success, where they shot the ball 48.3% from the field and averaged 91.7 points per game, while also rebounding the ball 15.9 times per game.
Well, my expectation right now is that we just keep getting better. And I know that's basketball talk, that's coaches talk, but it's coaches talk for a reason, because that is the process. You know, I think this group has components that could give us those opportunities down in the road. But, you know, March is March. You know, we're in October. And so, you know, there's going to be some ebb and flows. But throughout the course of the year, if this group can, again, a group of new guys can continue to buy together, I think we'll have some opportunities down at the end of the road. But we're so far in our infancy that we just got to continue to get better right now.
Reavers look to improve off last year's 25-7 record and see how much this season has in store for them. For Iwtv Sports, I'm Brian Tessmer.
Last year ended on a sour note. 3 starters are back from a team that finished 25-5. The Reavers are switching from a half court to more up-tempo offense.
We were very post-heavy. So much to the point that Aubrey ended up being a redshirt, because I knew early on there was going to be a battle to get minutes at our post position. So we really focused on bringing in some great guard play.
Last year we had a lot of post, so we had to run like more set plays. But now, since we have like our whole teams are guards, we can like run, have a faster tempo of the game. So we're gonna run and push.
Big picture is, I think, them recognizing the level of play that they can perform at and holding them accountable to that, because of course, yes, they're being recruited at a high level, but I want to see what they produce on a day-to-day basis.
We help the freshmen to see how the competition gonna be this year, so they had a first look. At the end of the weekend, we felt pretty good about what we just did.
Hopefully the team, I know the team's gonna pick it up because we don't settle for less.
Team goal gonna be like nationals. Yeah, I want to see what nationals looks like.
Energy vampires. I think one noticeable difference for everyone that does come out to watch us compete is going to see a new level of passion and energy, enthusiasm, intensity out on the court, because my team, no disrespect to the team last year, we worked hard. We were a very good team, but we didn't have that vocal energy or that you can just feel and hear.
Iowa Western tips off its season at home November 1st against Highland. For Iwtv Sports, I'm Chris Nation.
Thanks, Chris. Turning to some soccer, the Iowa Western men's team is still alive as the Reavers shut out Iowa Central 1-0 in the Region 11 quarterfinals. And as Coach Carver said afterwards, we played like we needed to play, with courage and discipline. And up next, top-seeded Marshalltown at Marshalltown. Meanwhile, the second-ranked volleyball team hit the highway again. Now, Iowa Western loses a tough 4-setter to Missouri West Plains. The Reavers rebound the next day and take it to Ill Central and the host school. Now, A-Will's team now a sparkling 32-3. Big Blue has one regular season match left at always tough Western Nebraska. And finally, color the college? What do you say? We'll say it with pictures on the other side.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
When I think of the fall season, I think of the leaves, the colors, the works. It's a pretty time of year, and it's just a reminder that Old Man Winter is just a morning frost away. So when the weather's just right, it's time to take it all in, and Iwtv student Devin Holcomb does just that. Thanks, Devin. Now, guys, before you know, we're going to have Thanksgiving, Christmas, the holidays, everything. Well, everything you needed to know in this show is now in the books. So, for this latest edition of Iwtv News, I'm JJ Davis, and as always, I'll see you around campus.
Iwtv is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.